Wallahi. Happy Monday. Let's get some administrative tasks done and chat and see how everybody's week is going so far. I feel like I'm juggling a million things. Probably would help making a to-do list. Georgia family and treatment. Identified target associates. Hi y'all. Working and chatting. It's Monday. Happy Monday. Trying to get some things done here. Georgia family and treatment agency is that Georgia family and treat. Hey y'all, happy Monday. Georgia creator. Hey there, welcome. We're just chatting while I get some administrative tasks done. It's Monday. Gotta play catch up. Not really catch up, but do some logistical stuff for the business. Let's see. We gotta add a team member. Practice. Happy Monday. What's going on with y'all? How's everything going? Send this to my team. Hey y'all, happy Monday. How's everyone doing? What's going on? What's new? What's good? Change plan. Hey there, how are you? How's it going? Hi, how are you? Happy Monday. What is blessed? Amen. I hear that. Even though I'm busy, I feel extremely blessed, especially in a time of like rapid layoffs. You know, I sat through a meeting this morning. Unfortunately, a few people got laid off, and I'm just feeling blessed to continue doing. Even though technically don't work. Well, it's complicated. Like I'm a contractor, but still, watching people get laid off is really difficult and somewhat traumatizing because like I've been there. So like it triggers some feelings for me. I'll sub to you. Thank you, Jennifer. So feeling extremely blessed, but feel like I got a lot going on. I have a really busy week. You want a 500? I don't know what that is. I have a really busy week, so I'm just trying to use this downtime, if you will, to kind of play catch up to set me up for the rest of the week. Thank you, Jennifer. I'll sub when I get out of here this live. Okay, so bye. Manage. Thank you so much. You're so kind. I'm going to mute you because you're saying silliness that I don't have the time for. I only want to engage with people that want to be here and talk to me. You don't have to talk to me. Nobody has a gun to your head. You can leave at any point, all right? This is totally optional. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Um, so what's going on in the social work world? What's going on in everyone's world? How's everyone doing? Hey, hey, hey. Who's that? Christine, how are you? Sorry, y'all. I'm also on YouTube and I gotta, you know, silence some people because they're being weird. Okay, bye. We removed you from the chat. Have a good day. You know what's so interesting today is I made a new connection for immigration cases. Y'all know I talk about immigration cases a lot because I do them a lot. And people ask me all the time, like, oh my God, how do you get cases? How do you build relationships with attorneys? And what's so interesting, I'm good at yourself. I do a social worker live. Hope one day you can join. Yeah, what time, what day, let me know. And I will definitely try to drop in. I was So, anyways, I was at the store today earlier with my husband because we got to get a new stove. My son said hi and good job. Hi, tell your son I said hello and thank you so much. Um, yeah, so I was at the store. I was talking to the store owner. I've known her for a while because I lived in the area for a while, so I shop her store often. And she was telling me about seeing her clients and how she's so busy she can't see her clients because she's running the store, can't get good help. And I'm just like, oh, what do you do? You say you mentioned clients, and she's just like, girl, I'm an immigration attorney. I'm like, no way. And of course, I gave her one of my cards. She's like, I'm like, I do immigration evaluations and assessment, and just like that, I made a connection, right? Just like that, I was able to connect with an attorney who, and she's like, you know what? I got two cases for you right now. I'm like, oh, girl, that's nothing. Let me give you my information. You can have them contact me. Just like that. Two cases. So people ask me all the time, like, how do you make connections with people? How do you make connections with attorneys? How do you this, that, that? Girl, get, or boy, rather, or whomever, however you identify, go outside and connect with people. Go outside and have conversations. Get your business card. Carry them. Leave them around. Like, that's how you make connections with people. And so just like that, make connections. Just like that, have a new stream of referrals. I told her I'm swamped this week. Like, I literally have two cases tomorrow, and then I have another one on Wednesday. Like, these cases are just so time consuming. So I have to be mindful about how much I take on a week because it can take a lot of time. But I say all that to say that a lot of folks be scared to like get outside and meet people and make connections, and I'm just like, that is how you're going to increase your referral base. So um yeah, just sharing that to instill some hope in some people about this type of work, or at least if you're considering adding this type of work to your practice, that a lot of therapists fail because they don't want to do the legwork. They think that just because they're a therapist, like, clients are going to automatically come flooding toward you, and that's not necessarily the case, right? This is sort of a specialized type of work that we do, so people have to be willing to step outside of their comfort zone. I think I talked about that last week. Stepping outside of your comfort zone is really important, in order to like see the return, right? See the return on your investment. Sorry, I left because I was checking your channel. No problem, Jennifer. I will let you know the next time. But I started following you on IG and I loved it. Oh, thank you, thank you. I gotta make sure I follow you back. Just let me know what your name is on IG, because do you do one-on-ones? I do one-to-one. So I call them Pick My Brain sessions. And I call it Pick My Brain session because it's an opportunity to talk about a little bit of everything. Like, whatever your concerns are, whatever you feel your gaps are, those are, we can discuss any of those things, right? I'm talking about from real estate investment, because I do that too, to the nitty gritty of like your practice. So Pick My Brain session, the link is always in my bio across all my platforms to schedule your one-to-one. After you pay, you get direct access to my calendar, and we'll take it from there. And it's a perfect opportunity for those who are still trying to figure it out, have tons of questions. Maybe, after you've seen my videos or review some of the videos, you feel like you still have like pressing questions, or you feel like you need a specific strategy just for you. That's what those are designed for, because I tend to give a lot of information on social media. And so sometimes people feel like they need extra help, and that's what that's about. I wish there was more people like you. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. Thank you. I think there are people. There are like tons of people like me out there, and there are tons of people doing different awesome things. And I just do what I do, and I try to do it the best. That's all. I don't compare, and not to say that you're comparing me to anybody, but like I do what I do, right? And others do what they do, and that's the beauty in it, and that's what makes us uniquely us. Hey there, how are you, Nakia? Um, I'm trying to add somebody to my simple practice, but it looks differently these days. Change plan, manage access, no, change plan. Doing notes and scrolling. How are you? I'm good. I'm just doing some admin stuff and doing some stuff for that consulting project. Um, Getting some ideas out of my head and onto paper and preparing for my day tomorrow because I'm swamped tomorrow. I was telling folks that I got two immigration cases tomorrow and I have a really important meeting for a partnership that we're trying to seal the deal for. And I got to do some reading about the organization just so I'm prepared going into the meeting. And somehow I have to make it to the gym in the morning as well. So I'm just trying to prepare for tomorrow. What does this say? Are you working from home or just chilling at your house? I'm working from home. I have a home office, so you kind of can see it. You kind of can. It's pretty decent size. But yeah, I'm in my home office. This is where I get my work done. This is where I see clients. This is where I do the meetings. This is where all the stuff happens in the home office. And the incentive of that is that you get to write a percentage of this off on your taxes when you're a homeowner. I know people like to dissuade people out of home ownership, but it definitely has its benefits. Move. What was I doing? How do I add? Thank you. I try. I'm just trying to keep up at this point. I definitely know at some point I'm going to need an assistant, and maybe in 2026, that's the thing that I'm going to invest in because I've already double booked myself for tomorrow. Thank you. I think my husband got me this. Yeah, definitely 2026. That's the thing that I want to invest in is a personal assistant, a good one, because the way I double book myself is just really ridiculous at this point, and it can be totally avoidable if I had like a good assistant. I'm not trying to pay this much money for simple practice. Thank you. So, and filmmaker. Interesting. Um, Services employee. Oh, my sister's sending me a video. Let's see. Thank you, thank you. I pray you are safe as well. And thank you, thank you. Just getting some work done, y'all. So I'm here to chit chat with y'all as I'm getting work done. Service, immigration. Hey everyone. Add changes. Phone number. Team member. Hey everyone. Hey everyone. Happy Monday. We're just getting some work done. God bless all your family. I don't know what you're going through, but have a good day. Never give up and never let anyone. Um, Jennifer, thank you so much. God bless you as well. And I hope all is well for you and your family. And thank you for, all the love and all the support every time. Thank you. Why is this so difficult? Add a team member. Settings, team members. Add location. Happy Monday, y'all. See you on the next live stream, but if you can keep going, I might check back on you if you're still going the live. All right, I'll see you. I try to be here every Monday just to hang out for a little bit. Trying to stay consistent. It's always still very awkward for me to get on live. I'm finding my footing and just trying to make this more of a regular, consistent thing. Hey, Diva, how are you? Hey, Marta. Is it Marta Bastos? Oh, God. How do I add someone? If anyone's in Atlanta, Georgia, especially any of my clinicians, if you're here, you work for an agency in Atlanta, please let me know. But can you tell me how long this is going to be for one of my students? This is only probably going to be an hour till like 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. I'm not going to stay on too long. The other thing that I wanted to talk about today was that I'm in a position to kind of help other like clinicians, other like therapists, like helping y'all get on in a sense, right? And when I say get on, like exposing you all to different opportunities, getting, bringing people on to like paid opportunities, whether it's through content or whatever. And one of the things that I'm realizing is that a lot of therapists really struggle in building their brand identity online, and that's keeping you from like getting these opportunities. I know like a lot of people will say things like, "Oh, well, I work in brand partnership, or I work for this in an agency, and we're always looking for people to work with us." And it's true. And I think unfortunately, especially as I'm looking for therapists, or I'm looking for therapists who have like communities, established communities online. And I was just doing a quick search today to give back to my team to kind of see what we can do in terms of potential partnerships come Q1 2026. And a lot of therapists don't have like established brand identities online. And it's something to think about, right? Like if you desire, one of the things I talk about a lot on my platform is like how as therapists we can use our skills to be doing different things, right? We can use our skills to be gaining, really cool opportunities that look differently from just one-to-one therapy. And I think a lot of us, like, unfortunately, we 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 hit a road, or we hit a block when it comes to brand and establish our brand identities online. And so that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about, or at least the importance, or um, raise a concern around the importance of building and establishing a brand identity online. Like if you are the authority in something, or you have like you're running a really decent size community for therapists, or like whatever your specialization is, right? I think people need to know, and people need to know who you are, right? First, and what you're doing. And so like I think people need to, as therapists, we need to do a better job in kind of making sure that we are establishing our brands online. Where are you? Where are you? So this is just an encouragement for therapists. Make sure you're working on that brand, making sure that you're solidifying that brand identity, who you are, who you serve, what's your specialty, you know, filling out those bios on these pages, like having a picture. You know how so many freaking faceless picture accounts that I come across? Like, what is the point of being online if you're faceless, right? Unless you're being a troll, like that's granted. We understand there's a market, or there's a subspace for people who want to troll online. But like, if you are really a professional and you like desire to do more, why are you not showing up online, right? And if that's somebody that's here online listening to this, thinking about that, I want you to think about um, why you aren't showing up. Are you scared? Right? What are the potential barriers that are getting you from taking that next step? So getting to where you want to be. I cannot figure out how to add somebody for the life of me. $50. 3%. Let's see. 50 times 30%. That's not gonna make sense. that math does not math. No. $79 a month. I gotta jump on a call real quick. Let's see. She wanna call. Hi everyone. We're just getting some admin work done.
Hello?
Hey Mon, do you have a second?
Yes.
All right, I'm trying to run the numbers for simple practice. Is your plan to see your clients weekly?
What about this one?
Yes.
Okay, so how many people in total right now?
Just two.
Just two.
Two
All
ice
right,
waters.
and you're seeing them one time a week?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just start everything right now. I need you to have them complete all the consent forms before you can start seeing them, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'll call you back if I need anything else.
Okay, the consent forms, can you send them to me via
So,
email or?
When you get access to Simple Practice, you'll go in and you'll have to put the clients into the system, and then you can send them consent forms once you get into the system.
Okay,
All
okay,
right.
sounds good. Okay,
Does that make sense?
yes, it does.
Alrighty, I will follow up with you. I'm just trying to make the numbers make sense right now.
Okay, thank you, Anim.
You're welcome. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you for your guidance that you provide. It has been very helpful. Oh, you're welcome. You are very welcome. I'm here trying to make sure that I'm not putting myself into a bad situation again. I told myself I wouldn't go back into group practice, but somehow I'm finding myself back in there. I really don't want to be in there, but it's one person. She's almost done with her hours. We just got to get her to February with hours and seeing clients directly. So I guess I'm going back on my word. I'm going slightly dipping my toes back into group practice, which I really don't want to do. As you can see, you got to run the numbers. Make sure that everything makes financial sense. She's seeing 2 people a week. 15 times 4. 15 times 4 is 45. 60. And then we are also having to add her email. See how much Google Workspace is going to charge me to add an email. Oh, God. I really don't want to do this. This is what it takes to run a business, though. You got to know your numbers. Alright, let's see if I add an email. Hey everyone, just doing some business stuff. If we get her on auto notes, that is using, $10 difference. How much is this email? Y'all are troopers. I'm sitting here just thinking out loud. Alright, we're gonna delete this email because we're not using this. Delete. Alright, so we get her email and we get her one.
Hello?
Hey, so I just want to clarify. Right now, we're looking at a 70-30 split your way, right? So you're 70% of that $50 is $35 an hour. So that's your take home.
Okay.
So, and again, this is something that I mentioned to you the other day. Does that make financial sense, right? Like I know you said you wanted to do a sliding fee scale, but does that make sense for you? That, and I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for your situation.
Yeah. And that's just for these two particular clients. Like if I got more clients, then I definitely would be at a higher rate because I've been thinking about what you said and pondering over it and doing some research. So yeah, I hear you.
It's 35 each, right? So that's $70 just off these two. You know, and again, I want you to think about as part of you doing this or rushing into this because you feel like you have to, or like what, like have you had time to really think about this, right?
Yeah, I have, and yeah, I have, and I know I am getting close to, finishing my hours. So at some point, I will be able to transition full time and, be seeing clients private practice solely.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of doing that slowly but surely.
Yep.
So yes, I would like to. And right now, I'm not really so concerned about the money.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, because like you said, so that's why I'm like, if it's say it's 100 or so, whatever it is for you to cover the simple practice or whatever,
Well,
you
listen,
can take that off the top.
your fee isn't covering simple practice. Like I already paid for it, but additionally to cover you cost an additional cost to the business. So that's that portion, right? And so then we also have
Mm-hmm.
to consider the email portion, which costs money per month to keep you onto that as well. So like there are different fees
Mm-hmm.
that come into onboarding you, and so that's what I want to be completely transparent about, and that's why I want you to
Right.
understand. Like if you're saying and you set that fee at $50, does that even make financial sense for you, right? And like how did you land at $50, right? And that's the thing. That's why I encourage you to like take a look at either using AI or something like that to like decide on what a healthy sliding fee scale, because also like considering California, right? California is one of the more higher cost areas, and like versus like
Mm-hmm.
here in Georgia, like maybe that $50 would make sense. I don't know that it makes sense in LA, and so those are the type of things that I wanted you to take into consideration as you were
Mm-hmm.
kind of looking at this, because I wanted to make financial sense for you.
Right, right, right. Well, yeah, these two clients in particular, I know they don't have much, and so that's why I was open to that sliding scale fee. Um, and I was also considering that I have to pay you for supervision.
Well, you
So,
wouldn't
I
have to pay
mean,
me, right? Because in the state of California, there that's the other thing we have to consider, right? In the state of California, you can't be a 1099. You have to be a W-2 employee. W-2 employee
mhm,
then means, right, when we put that $70, right, just based off those two clients into your into a paycheck, taxes have to go through, and then that causes that to be less than $70, right? So
right,
these
right,
are the things that we have to take in consideration. Like if you had your if you had the LMSW in Georgia, that'd be a whole different story. 1099 would be no
mhm,
problem, but because you only have the ASW in California, that we then have to abide by California rules when it comes to private
mhm.
practice.
Right, right, right. Well, what about for the first 2 months?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get a cut from these two clients and allow it to
No,
just,
I'm gonna pay you. I can't
no.
do that.
Yeah, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like, it's, it's not, it's now if I get more clients, right? Like, then that would be a difference, but I'm getting more out of it than I'm giving you, right? Like, I'm
Well,
getting supervision, I'm
right,
getting hours.
right,
So, and it's only a couple $100 a month. So, that's what I would have been paying you anyway, right? To
right.
do supervision. So, I'm not concerned with it right now. I wouldn't want you to be paying for the simple practice and all that. Now, if I can build my caseload and get more clients,
Mm-hmm.
like even having supervision allows me to do that, right? So I
Right.
can't do it without you. So I'm not worried about being paid right now
Well,
with
listen,
these couple
I don't
clients.
run bad business. I pay people, so that we can get that out of your head. The second thing is like,
Okay.
what is the deal with your LMSW license in Georgia?
Yeah,
Have you looked into it since we last talked about it?
Yes, we did. Like, not this last supervision, but the supervision before that, which was a couple months ago. I did. I called them. The wait was super long, and I left a voicemail. I also emailed multiple times. I was considering just um, so I submitted my application, and they asked me for like a follow up email explaining like something on my record or something. I thought it was like a ticket or something. I sent that in and I never heard back. And I went to that Black Girls in Therapy group,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and a few therapists said they had the same experience and it took them forever in Atlanta.
It did take me
Um,
forever as well, but we eventually got it. And this is like we're going over a year at this point, right? So something
right,
is
right.
definitely wrong. Let me just say this: like my gut feeling is that we're rushing into this, and we shouldn't be rushing. And I get like you're anxious because like you're so close to like your clinical hours, and you want to get these hours.
Mm-hmm,
But I feel like for me, I try to do things by the books because I don't want to get in trouble ultimately. So like I think we need to slow down a little bit and kind of like look at this and make sure that it makes financial sense for you, right? I'm not
mm-hmm,
going to not pay you, so that's not an option. We can get that off the table.
Mm-hmm.
But also I want it to sort of be by the book. So part of being by the books is meaning that you have to be a W-2 employee. So then we have to add you to
Mm-hmm.
the payroll system, which is not a problem, but understand that that $70 we talked about is going to look drastically different once those taxes get a hold of it. And then we have to
Mm-hmm.
then make sure that which is not an issue. Getting you into simple practice. I'm looking at it right now. Getting you the email. I'm on it right now. Looking at it. That's not an
Mm-hmm.
issue. But I think when we think about like sliding fee scale $50, that doesn't really make sense. It doesn't make financial sense.
Yeah.
And you're in California. I mean, and you're like by
Yeah.
coastal California and New York, two of the most expensive places in
Mm-hmm.
the country. $50 doesn't
Mm-hmm.
make sense. But if you are adamant and I'm gonna let you sit on this for the next 24 hours. If you're adamant that that's where you want to be at, then fine. You contact me and
Mm-hmm.
then I'll get it going by tomorrow. But I just
Mm-hmm.
want you to know
Mm-hmm.
that it's gonna when you get that check, it's gonna be like, damn, what is even the point, right?
Yeah, no, I'm not banking off the tech. I am adamant the answer will be a yes, but even to be able to promote myself to get more higher paying clients, I
Mm-hmm.
need supervision, right? So these are just, this is just for now, but down the road, I would like to charge more and I need supervision to do that. But so yeah, no, I don't want to do sliding scale forever a low rate, but
Yeah.
I need supervision to even get the higher clients and promote myself.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
then I will add you, but like I just want you to know that that's what that's gonna look like, and
Yeah.
when you're curious about it, I want you to know we had this conversation about it. All right.
Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. I'm not. I won't be curious, and I kind of remember what it was like, and I'm grateful. I'm really, really grateful to be getting hours, to be on this journey, and to be close to being finishing. And the money will come down the line, right? Like I gotta get licensed, and that's possibly when it will come. But even the $25-$30 an hour, some sites are paying clinicians that.
That's true.
you know, they're paying less than that, and they're working them to the bone and making thousands.
That's true.
So man,
All right. Well, then I'll go ahead and process the stuff on my end, and then you'll get the emails. And you want to make sure that you put those two clients in the EHR, have them fill out consents, all new informed consent forms for this current practice. And then you guys take it from there. You can set up the fees and things like that in the system, or if you need help, just let me know.
okay, thank you so much.
Alrighty, take care.
Okay, you too. Have a blessed day.
You too, take it
Bye.
easy. We got lots of comments here. Come through ethics. I'm like, girl, I do not play about my ethics. I work too hard for this license, and it makes me too much money. Ethics, we're always on point. Um, yeah, I mean that's just the reality. Some people can survive in community mental health, and some people can't. And unfortunately, she's one of those people that she can't do the community mental health agencies, and so fine, we'll look at this, right? And yeah, but it's not gonna make financial sense. And that's the thing people don't understand about group practices. Like, yeah, people want like these high paying offers, or yeah, people want these enticing salaries, but like there are like there's overhead when it comes to running a group practice. And I told myself like I would not go back into this again, but here I am somehow magically. But it's only for one person, and we just got to get her to February with her hours completed, and then she can go test. um so you heard it here first. Now I just got to go ahead and put everything in. Someone mentioned cans and ANSA. Those are great screening. I mean, those are great assessments, but like you still can't do them independently, right? You still have to do them underneath a licensed clinician, independent clinician, and like you're probably still not going to see the reimbursement for that. And it really just depends on the agency. What's this? G. Hmm. 663. Neutron spaces. There's two names. Yep, y'all. But that's pretty much it. Huh? So, why is this not adding? Here we go. All right, email done. Adding her to simple practice now. Can I not add a card? Documentation, billing, accounts. Oh my. Simple practice is ridiculous. Like you have to buy the plus plan in order to add clinicians, and then when you add clinicians, it's $69 to $74 a month. That is fucking crazy. Now I see why people leave simple practice. What are some good EHRs out there? We might have to use auto notes for her. Let's see. This is ridiculous. I can't believe they. EHRs. Let's see. Hmm. What EHRs y'all using, y'all? HIPAA compliant. Not as expensive as simple practice. Damn, I might have to leave simple practice. They're bugging on these prices. Let's see. Auto note sent. I use Simple Practice, and I've heard Sessions is good too. Payroll systems, especially. Yeah, I use Simple Practice because it's just myself, but now because I'm adding this other person, I was just looking at the price points. You have to, so my plan right now starts at $49, and you have to switch over to the $99 plan, and then you still have to pay, if I'm reading this correctly, $49 to add an additional therapist. So that automatically jumps my monthly price for Simple Practice to at minimum now $149 for one additional person. That is crazy. I might as well pay for, excuse me, another system. Excuse me. So I'm looking at auto notes because I know they have like the sessions feature. It's HIPAA compliant, PHI compliant. Let's look at, but they have economy. That includes unlimited session notes, standard documentation, upload, custom templates. Hmm. Wow. I didn't realize it was that crazy out there for okay, now I'm doing a search on EHRs. Auto notes is good, but they don't necessarily have the intake documents like preset already. One of the things I like about Simple Practice is that I can click a couple buttons and have those intake or informed consent forms sent out to clients and it be done. I don't think they are there yet. And so, God, I was not expecting this. Mm, that stinks. I can't believe that Simple Practice did that. And now I gotta find EHR. Someone did someone say sessions earlier? Sessions. Let's look at sessions. Let's see sessions. How much is sessions? Okay, let's see pricing. Oh, not bad. Unlimited clients. $29 a month per additional practitioner, 30-day free trial. Now, I wonder if I can bring over my. Oh, I was not prepared for this. Up to 3 clients, 1 practitioner. Oh, free. Okay. Email. Away. Oh, have I used this before? Oh. Hey, good afternoon. So it looks like I've hit my max on live, 1 hour. I'm going to be hopping off. Thank y'all for hanging with me. And as always, hopefully it was informative. And I will be back next week. And y'all take care and be good. Take care. Let's see if I can end this properly.